Have you ever felt the power of the ocean? Its beauty and terror, its vastness and depth? Then you've experienced the real of the mighty Poseidon, the god of the sea. In this episode, we focus on Poseidon, the god of the sea, storms and earthquakes. He is one of the 12 Olympian gods in Greek mythology. He is the son of the Titans Cronus and Rhea and the brother of Zeus, Hades, Hera, Hestia, and Demeter. Known for his power and temper, Poseidon possessed an intriguing and complex persona. We'll explore his origins, mythology, influence and more as we take you on an in-depth journey through the world of Poseidon. The story of Poseidon's birth is a tale of betrayal, deception, and ultimately, triumph. Born as the second son of Cronus and Rhea, the powerful titans who ruled before the Olympian gods, Poseidon was destined for greatness. However, his father Cronus had received a prophecy that his children would one day overthrow him, and in a desperate bid to maintain power, he swallowed each of his offspring as they were born. Rhea, heartbroken by the loss of her children, devised a plan to save her next child, Zeus. She hid him away on the island of Crete, while giving Cronus a stone wrapped in cloth, which he swallowed, thinking it was his newborn son. As Zeus grew up, he was told of his siblings and the terrible fate that had befallen them. Strengthened by his mother's resolve and his own determination, Zeus challenged his father and eventually defeated him. During the battle, Cronus regurgitated his swallowed children, including Poseidon. Following the defeat of the Titans, Zeus, Poseidon, and their siblings divided the world among themselves. Zeus claimed dominion over the sky, Poseidon was granted dominion over the sea, and Hades was given reign over the underworld. Together, the gods created a new world order. Now that we've explored Poseidon's birth and his ascent to power, let's delve into some of the short stories and legends involving this powerful god. Poseidon is often depicted as a powerful, bearded man carrying a trident, a three-pronged spear ideal for catching fish. He is also usually accompanied by sea creatures, such as dolphins and his fish-tailed horses, known as hippocamps. Let's take a look at the most famous stories and myths about Poseidon. The creation of horses. The story of Poseidon and the creation of horses is part of the mythology surrounding the competition between Poseidon and Athena for patronage over Athens. In one version of the story, both Poseidon and Athena were asked to present a gift for the people of Athens, and the winner would become the patron of the city. Poseidon used his trident to strike the earth, and from that spot emerged a spring, though in some accounts it was accompanied by a magnificent horse. The spring was supposed to represent the power of the sea, while the horse was a symbol of strength and speed. Athena, on the other hand, gave the people of Athens an olive tree, which provided them with food, oil, and wood. The citizens found Athena's gift more practical and beneficial, so she was ultimately chosen as the patron deity of Athens. As for the creation of horses, there are several other myths that credit Poseidon as the creator of horses. Poseidon was attracted to or desired his sister Demeter, the goddess of agriculture and the harvest. Demeter, however, did not reciprocate his feelings and tried to escape his advances. To avoid Poseidon, Demeter transformed herself into a mare and hid among a group of horses. Poseidon, undeterred and as the god of horses, recognized Demeter in her mare form. He transformed himself into a powerful stallion and pursued her and ultimately mated with her. This union resulted in the birth of two offspring, Despoina, a goddess of fertility and agriculture, and Arion, a talking, extremely fast horse. In another account, Poseidon creates horses as a gift for his son, Pilops, to aid him in winning a chariot race against King Oenomaus. In all these stories and myths, Poseidon is often regarded as the god of horses, and the connection to horses became one of his primary attributes, solidifying his role as a symbol of strength and power. 2. Poseidon and Medusa. Medusa was once a beautiful maiden until she slept with Poseidon in one of Athena's temples, which enraged Athena. As a punishment, Athena turned Medusa into a gorgon, a horrifying creature with snakes for hair and the ability to turn anyone who looked at her into stone. 3. The story of Theseus. When Theseus set out to slay the Minotaur, a half-man, half-bull creature living in the labyrinth of Minos, he had to travel across the ocean. Poseidon helped him by calming the waters so that he could reach his destination easily. 4. The birth of Orion. Poseidon is said to be the father of the giant huntsman, Orion. According to the myth, Poseidon, Hermes, and Zeus combined their godly powers to create Orion out of a bull's hide to serve as a great hunter. 5. Poseidon and the city of Troy. In the Iliad, Poseidon is said to have helped build the walls around the city of Troy with the help of Apollo. However, when the Trojan king, Laomedon, refused to pay the gods for their work, Poseidon sent a sea monster to destroy the city. The city was only saved when the king offered his daughter, Hesione, as a sacrifice to the monster, and Hercules rescued her. 6. Poseidon and Odysseus. In Homer's Odyssey, Poseidon is portrayed as the primary antagonist, seeking revenge against the hero Odysseus. When Odysseus blinds the Cyclops Polyphemus, who is revealed to be Poseidon's son, Poseidon responds by causing shipwrecks, storms, and delays throughout Odysseus's journey home. 7. The tale of Pelops. Pelops, son of the king of the gods, was killed, cooked, and served at a feast for the gods. When the gods realized what had happened, they punished the responsible party and revived Pelops. Poseidon took a liking to Pelops and taught him how to drive a chariot. This skill later came in handy when Pelops won his wife, Hippodamia, in a race. These stories and many others paint Poseidon as a powerful, temperamental figure in Greek mythology, capable of offering aid and compassion as well as unleashing destruction and vengeance upon those who displease him. Many of the mentioned gods, myths, and legends that are mentioned in the stories of Poseidon will get a separate video. Let us continue with the influence of the god on ancient Greek culture. The cultural relevance of Poseidon can be attributed to multiple factors, including the significance of the sea and marine trade to the ancient Greek civilization. Since Greece is a peninsular nation surrounded by the sea and heavily relied on its resources, marine trade and fishing were critical for their survival. Consequently, the people often sought Poseidon's favor and protection for their maritime and fishing activities, and sailors offered prayers and sacrifices before embarking on their journeys. Additionally, because of his association with earthquakes and storms, the Greeks believed Poseidon could bring rage or calm upon the sea, further requiring his appeasements. Poseidon's significance as a fertility god stemmed from the belief that he could influence agriculture due to his ability to provoke earthquakes and springs, shaping the lands and providing water for crops. He was known as the creator of horses, considered an important symbol of strength and power, which played a vital role in transportation, agriculture, and warfare. Cult worship and shrines for Poseidon were found throughout ancient Greece. One of the most famous sanctuaries dedicated to him is Poseidon's temple at Cape Saunion, built around 440 BCE by the Athenians. Further, his worship was not limited to Greece, as it extended to maritime centers across the Mediterranean as well. The time frame for the belief in Poseidon varies, with ancient Greek myths and legends dating back to the Minoan period, circa 2600 to 1100 BCE, and earlier Neolithic beliefs. The archaic, circa 800 to 480 BCE, and classical, circa 480 to 323 BCE, periods saw the height of Poseidon's worship and the flourishing of Hellenic religion and mythology. However, the spread of Christianity across the Byzantine Empire from the 4th century CE onwards led to the decline and end of ancient Greek religious and mythological beliefs. Poseidon's stories and character hold valuable insights and lessons for us even today, far removed from the origins of these myths. His connection to the sea and the forces of nature is a reminder of the inherent power of the natural world and our relationship to it. As humans, we rely on and are shaped by our environment, just as the ancient Greeks relied on the seas for survival. Poseidon's portrayal as a temperamental god who could, in an instant, unleash devastating storms and earthquakes serves to remind us of the delicate balance and unpredictability of nature. It also speaks to the need to respect and preserve our environment, as we are ultimately at the mercy of the very forces that we depend on for life. Moreover, Poseidon's stories often serve as cautionary tales about human ambition and hubris, highlighting the importance of humility and respect for forces larger than ourselves. As we continue to develop our modern world, we should bear in mind the lessons from Poseidon's myths, seeking balance and wisdom while acknowledging our place within the greater tapestry of life. In this journey through the rich mythology and history surrounding Poseidon, we've explored his origins, major myths, the impact on ancient Greek culture, and his ever-present influence today. By understanding the development of the character of Poseidon from pre-Greek societies and the emergence of his cult in the Greek pantheon, we gain a deeper insight into how our ancestors perceived the natural world and the forces within it. This brings our video about Poseidon to an end. Thank you for joining us on this epic exploration of Poseidon's world. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about gods, myths, and legends, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Until next time, embrace the power of myth, and remember the lessons it can teach us.